On Cornwall's south coast lies one of its best-loved and most beautiful seaside villages, St Mawes, home to a bustling community and enjoyed by thousands of visitors every year who come here for its beauty and its charm. The harbour has always been the centre of village life, for work and for play. Its waters offer shelter for boats, and it's a popular place for sailing events for all ages. The sea is a playground and a place of discovery, a place to contemplate, to swim and escape. We need clean and healthy seas for the air we breathe and the food we eat. These waters are also home to a host of wonderful creatures. And just beneath the surface of St Mawes Harbour lie two of the richest marine habitats in the UK. One is seagrass, a flowering plant that grows in shallow water and forms thick green meadows. These meadows provide shelter for many marine species and a nursery for their young. Like plants on land, seagrass needs sunlight to grow, and it has the amazing ability to store large amounts of carbon in its roots and leaves, helping in our fight against climate change. Growing alongside these rich meadows is something even rarer, maerl, a hard seaweed that forms vibrant pink beds along the seafloor. These beds represent some of the most biodiverse habitats in European waters, and they are home to a wealth of marine life. Maerl provides a three-dimensional structure for animals to cling to and hide amongst, and acts as a vital breeding ground for many commercial fish and shellfish species. In between its coral-like branches is a labyrinth of little channels, pockets of water which are a haven for even smaller creatures. As the maerl dies, it loses its colour, then breaks up into layers of gravel and sand, trapping organic matter and helping to store carbon in the seabed. Maerl grows slowly, at around 1 millimetre per year, and beds can take centuries to form. Those around St Mawes are believed to be 4,000 years old. The maerl in the harbour joins up with a much bigger maerl bed in the Carrick Roads. Together, they form the largest surviving maerl bed in England and Wales. Yet only recently has the true importance of this extraordinary habitat begun to be understood. Historically, the maerl was dredged up and crushed to be used as fertiliser. But the practice was banned in 2005, and the seabed has started to recover. These habitats are very fragile and slow-growing, so particular care is needed to help preserve them.
I'm the Fal and Helford Estuaries Officer, and I work with Cornwall Council, making sure that people who come to use the area or live in the area really think about how they enjoy themselves out there without damaging the environment. St Mawes Harbour is part of the Special Area of Conservation and has been set up because this whole area and the habitats within it are of huge importance. I think what makes St Mawes Harbour so special is the fact that the seagrass and the maerl overlap in certain areas, which is something we only see in a few other places. If you look closely at these areas, they're absolutely chock full of life.
Just above this rich marine life is a busy stretch of water. Ferries from Falmouth cross it throughout the day, and in the summer months the bay fills with leisure boats. This brings challenges for the Harbour Authority.
My responsibility amongst my deputy and boatmen is to make sure the environment is safe and healthy for people to visit. We have a very busy port, one of the most popular ports in the southwest, visited by mariners and tourists alike. We liaise very closely with the Fal and Helford Special Area of Conservation, and this is a both regional and local hotspot for biodiversity.
To help protect these important marine habitats, the St Mawes Harbour Conservation Trust commissioned a full-scale survey in 2014. A total of 13,000 underwater images were captured, which revealed large areas of the seabed had dense coverings of seagrass and maerl. More recently, the Trust has been working with Cornwall Council to compare the survey results with the latest data. The results are encouraging. The areas of maerl and seagrass appear to be stable. But pressures remain, and work continues to ensure they stay healthy.
There are many challenges and threats to our seabed habitats here. A lot of people use this harbour, so there are the risks of damage to the seabed by anchoring. But on top of that, another issue that a lot of people don't think about is the amount of nutrients we put into the rivers and into the sea. So not only is that sewage which spills into the sea, but also runoff from fields and from agricultural land. And the long-term impact of that increase of nutrients, we're really worried about. It can cause algae to grow, and in the long term, this could be having a big negative impact. So it's something that isn't going to go away. We're going to need to address it.
The other problem that we get is abrasion from anchor chains, especially over the high summer months. And there are 132 moorings here, and some of those are situated in the seagrass. And so we need to modify the effects of the mooring chains there. We've taken certain measures to raise awareness amongst the visitors who come into the harbour. We've actually got signs now that say that there's protected habitats, so to be careful where you anchor.
And we also give information on a large display board which is on the entrance to the quay. That educates people to the amazing biodiversity that St Mawes Harbour offers. The more information we can get out to the general public and mariners alike, the more they can make educated opinions on where to anchor and educated opinions about the environment.
Communicating with water users is a crucial step in preserving the marine life of St Mawes, along with showing local people and visitors the wonders that exist on their doorstep.
Today we're going to be running a rock pool ramble down on the shore, and it's going to be really great just to tell people a bit more about what lives here in the harbour. We're going to be showing them some maerl and some seagrass pictures, and also talking about what it's like when you're in amongst those habitats. We can get the younger generations excited and proud of what they have here in the harbour. And I think that's an essential first step. Until you know about something, you're not going to want to look after it.
Local residents and visitors alike value all that St Mawes Harbour has to offer.
As a local girl, it feels like the water's in my blood. Since I was a kid, we were always swimming, sailing. I just have the fondest childhood memories being down here. I think it's so important to preserve this area for future generations so they can have the same experience that I did.
I'm a swimmer. I like clean water. That comes from protecting maerl, seagrass, and what's under the sea in general. It's just so important that we protect them for the future.
St Mawes provides a rare opportunity to study two of the UK's most important marine habitats, to see how they can be managed in a busy harbour, and to raise awareness of these hidden wonders. Only by understanding and celebrating the marine world in all its beauty and complexity can we ensure it's protected for years to come.